Now then, use this substitution to find the exact values of this. 7 marks, a big one again, but it tells you what to do, it tells you to use the substitution. So, let's do it. Question 8. So I'm trying to integrate this between these limits. I'm told to use this substitution. Okay, so when I use a substitution to find an integral, I have to replace all these x's, including the dx, with things in terms of u, including the limits, because these limits at the minute are in terms of x. So the first thing I'm going to do is differentiate to find out what dx is. So du by dx is just 4, and I differentiate this. So then rearranging this gives me that dx is du over 4. So I'm just going to see what I can change in here before I do anything. So just to stress that my limits are still in terms of x, I'm going to put that x is a half and x is a quarter here. 5 minus 2x I haven't changed yet. 4x minus 1 is this. So I'm going to swap this here for the u to the third, and dx is du over 4. So that's du over 4. Now I do that first before I start changing this, because I just see if anything might cancel, but nothing's cancelling here, so I now need to write this in terms of u. So I'm going to go back to this, so u equals 4x minus 1, and I'm after swapping 2x. Okay, so what you could do is you could rearrange this just to find what x is, and then double it to get 2x. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find out what 2x is. So taking the u over there, sorry, the 1 over there, and if I just halve this, it tells me what 2x is. So then just looking at this part here, 5 minus 2x is the same as 5 minus, and this is 2x. So u plus 1 over 2. Okay. I think I'm going to split this now into 5 minus u over 2 minus a half. Right, and the other thing I'm going to deal with are the limits. Okay, and please make sure you do this, even if you're getting a mess when you're doing this, always write your limits, because you get a mark for it. So if I know that u equals 4x minus 1, that's just the substitution I'm told to use, and my limits are, so this is limits, make a note of it. So when x equals a half, I then get that u is this, so that's 1, isn't it? And then when x equals a quarter, I get this. I'm just substituting the x for the limits that I've got, and that's 0. Okay, so let's put what I know back into this original thing. I now have my limits in terms of u. I've got that u equals 1 and u equals 0. Remember to keep these the right way around. If the half is at the top, then this one is at the top. I have that 5 minus 2x is 5 minus u over 2 minus a half. I've still got my u to the third. I've got my du over 4. Take this 4 over here, put it on the outside. Okay, right, I can't integrate this yet, because I've got a bracket times something, but that is all it is. It's a bracket times something in terms of u. So I'm just going to times this out, and then I can integrate it term by term. So I've got this quarter on the outside. I've got that my limits are in terms of u. 5 times u to the third. Oh, what am I doing here? I can simplify this, can I? 5 minus a half. Let's do that first of all. So 5 minus a half is 4.5, which is 9/2 minus u/2. Okay, now I'll times it out. So I've got 9/2 times u to the third, and then I've got a half. This is 1/2. Now u times u to the third is u to the 4/3. And now I can integrate it. I can just integrate it term by term. So I've got a quarter. Add 1 to the power gives me 4/3. And then divide by the new power. 9 halves. And then I am dividing it by the new power. So I've got minus a half here, add 1 to the power gives us 7/3. I'm just adding the 3 to the top number, divide by the new power gives me that, and I've integrated it between the limits of 1 and 0. Now, depending on how confident you are at fractions, you can either, just let me pause it. So, depending on how good in fractions you are, you can either do this in your head, or you can just stick this bit into your calculator. But I've got 27/8 there. And then I've got 3/14 here. And I'm integrating between 1 and 0. So now sub in your limits. So, subbing in 1, that just becomes 1. Subbing in 1 there, that just becomes 1. And when I sub in 0, I get a 0. And then that is something that you can just type in your calculator. So, 27/8 minus 3/4 multiplied by 1/4 gives me 21/32. Sorry, I knew that didn't sound familiar. That's not a 4, is it? That's a 14. Let's try that again. 27/8 minus 3/14, and then multiply it by a quarter. Yeah, that's right now. 177/224. And we're done.